Peace, everyone. This is Kaishin, Mailman Muscle, long-time and maybe semi-retired powerlifter, current OCB pro natural bodybuilder. And today I want to take you on another tutorial or review of some of Planet Fitness new strength training equipment that they have. As you see from this sign, Planet Fitness has 3 new pieces of strength training equipment. I've already done a video on the hack squat, and the link to that is in the description. This one's going to be on this bench press machine that you see here. One thing to notice, this isn't going to make a big difference for most people who use it. Each arm of the bench press starts with a weight of 10 pounds. That's with nothing on it. One of the good things about this piece of equipment is that it's very simple to use. You essentially lay back and start pressing. It's very safe. It's almost impossible to hurt yourself. But there are a few quirks that make it different from a dumbbell or barbell bench press.
Another thing I don't like, get my feet. I can't bring my feet back that far because of this. So you either got to be on it. You know, the way I like to put my feet, I like to bring them back, but keep them flat.
So that's my wife on the other side of the camera, and I'm telling her about what I don't like about the foot positioning. But it is very simple and easy to get yourself in position to press it, again, like a dumbbell or barbell. Essentially, you want to have the handle wherever you're going to grip it. You can see you can do either an overhand grip, or the first one I did, a neutral grip where your palms are facing each other. Regardless of the grip, you want your hands kind of lined up to the middle of your chest.
Get it like low. So, like, you might even have to take a knee. But
stop and start when you restart?
You can, but just...
So there I was asking her to position the camera from the side because I wanted to do some comparisons to show you the difference between how far you can lower the weight on this machine versus a dumbbell or barbell. So here you see me using the dumbbells with the same neutral grip, palms facing each other as on the machine. And that's a very crude drawing, but what I'm trying to show you with that line, and then you'll see it in this next one, the difference in hand position at the bottom. You know, at the top, it's going to be the same. You're pushing the weight all the way up as far as your arms will extend. But you see the second one, the thicker line, where I'm drawing it from where the actual bar or the handle of the dumbbell versus the handle of the machine in the bottom position. You can actually go a little lower with the dumbbell. You get a deeper stretch in that position than you can with the machine, which is a big benefit. Here's a different hand position. Dumbbells again on the left with an overhand grip, or pronated if you want to get real fancy. But if you're using dumbbells, one thing that you'll see from, again, my very crude attempts at drawing straight lines on my phone screen is that you can get a much lower hand position with the dumbbell in a pronated position than you can with the machine. Because one of the good things about the machine is it has those stoppers. That's as far as it's going to go, so you don't have to worry about getting crushed or dropping weight on yourself or anything like that. However, that deep stretch is where you're probably going to get most of the growth available in any single rep that you do on a chest press. So you're sacrificing a little bit of growth maybe for a little more safety. I mean, unless you're ego lifting and doing something reckless and stupid, barbells and dumbbells are pretty safe. This last comparison, by the way, is me using a fixed barbell to show the difference between that and the chest press machine. But this machine is practically idiot-proof. From my personal opinion, it's nearly impossible to hurt yourself on this machine. Not impossible, but almost. Now, as far as barbell versus the machine, as you can see, they get to a similar bottom position, and that's because of the nature of a barbell. You know, the bar is going to stop on your chest. The machine has stoppers that'll prevent it from going any lower than it's built to go. All right, so what are the pros and the cons? Good and the bad about this machine. The good, it's very easy to use. You just put some weights on each arm of the machine. You lay down, you find a comfortable hand position, and you just start pressing. It's idiot-proof, and it's nearly injury-proof. If you've never been in a gym before, you will be able to use this machine just fine. So safety is a good thing. Ease of use and very short learning curve are good things. The downsides for me are that one, you cannot get a really good stretch at the bottom portion of a rep on this machine. And personally, if I'm doing a chest exercise for the purpose of muscular growth, I want to be able to get that deep stretch, in the bottom, kind of as far back as I can get it comfortable. Well, not comfortably, but safely. And then start pressing up, or if it's a pec deck, kind of, what is that? I guess doing a fly motion. But either way, that's what I'm looking for. So for me, that style of machine, and I'm not saying this to pick on Planet Fitness, because a lot of gyms, Gold's has machines like this. This is just new to Planet Fitness. This is not a new machine per se, but I don't particularly like them because the bottom position is not very good. Another thing about this machine, which is pretty much true for any chest machine, whether it's a pec deck, like a crossover or fly type of deal, or a chest press machine, is that you have to start the movement from the positive, pressing. That's really, when I think about it, most upper body machines are like that, now that I think about it. But whereas if you do a dumbbell or a barbell press, where you start with your arm extended, you get to start with the negative, and then you kind of build up some tension, and then you can press out of that first rep. That's something that really only matters on the first rep, because if you're using a machine, once you do that press out of the bottom, you're at the fully extended position, and then you got a negative. You got to lower it for each rep after that anyway. So that's not really a big deal. You're only talking about one rep, but it's the first rep of the set. So depending on how important that is to you, that's a downside. Overall, I think if you're pressed for time, I think if you're worried about, getting hurt, or if you want to, if you're kind of new to the gym and you just want to use something that's very easy, but also you want to actually use some actual weights, like the plates that you put on to a bar, as opposed to just the machine where you just pull the pin out and, slide it into something else. I think it'd be good to use in that vein. I'm not a big fan of it, but I do see some practical uses for it. So I'm not going to say avoid it or anything like that. If it fits what you're trying to do, go ahead and use it. And I hope this guide or this video has been a reasonable guide to help you out on how to use it, and also show you the difference between the machine and the most common types of presses for chest that it's mimicking, that being dumbbell press and barbell press. So if you got something out of this, please click the thumbs up, give this video a like. I would appreciate it, and it helps the channel a whole lot. Really want to try to grow this channel a lot more in 2025. So please help your brother out and click the like button. Also, what would be really helpful is to share the video, leave a comment, and let me know what other kind of videos you'd like to see, or what other topics you'd like to see me cover in future videos. So with that, folks, thank you very much again for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, and have a good one. Peace.